Hi guys. So today we're doing discussion 3, and the discussion question, or what we're supposed to answer, is we need to create activities for ordering, measurement, the patterning, seriation. And I came up with a couple ideas to integrate them into science. I think that it would be really good to start with plants, as children are learning about plants and how they grow. For a science project, we can use ordering and kind of integrate the math concept ordering into science by studying plants. We can go over the growth steps and how plants grow and the plant cycle, and they can put them in order. You can set them out, like pictures of each step out, and they can, once they learn them, they can order them. It's a good concept to learn. Also, measurement. They can measure the plants as they grow, and they can see the difference between when it was little and now that it's big, and they can just watch them grow and measure them along the way. And also patterning, because they can talk about different plants and how different plants grow and the pattern between each plant and how all plants follow the same basic growth pattern. And then there's another way to integrate science into math with graphing. You can do the senses. You can make a graph and you can pick 5 things or so, but let's just say you could pick an orange or a piece of fruit, music, which would be something you would hear, a feather, or just a basic color like purple. And you can make a graph. And which ones of these things can you see? You would check off all the ones you could see. Which ones of these things can you feel? Check off all the ones you can feel. Which ones of these things can you hear? All the ones you can hear. Which ones are the things you can taste and then also touch? And then they can look back at the graph and see that, for example, an orange or a piece of fruit, whatever you choose, you can see it, you can feel it, you can taste it, and you can smell it, but you can't hear it. And for example, music, you can't see it, you can't feel it, you can hear it, but you can't taste it and you can't smell it. And so forth with all the other things. A feather, you can see it, you can feel it, you can't hear it, you could taste it, it wouldn't taste good. But there's really nothing to smell. And for example, the color purple, you can see it, but you can't feel it, you can't hear it, can't taste it, and you can't smell it. So they'll be able to look at that graph and see how everything correlates together. And so then another concept we can integrate, math concept we can integrate into science would be seriation or sequencing. And they can do with seasons. As they're learning the different seasons, you could put pictures of the seasons down and they could sequence them. What comes first? What comes next? What comes, after that? And then they can kind of look back and see that it's a circle. It follows a sequence and it goes around and around. And so that's my idea of how you can do little lessons. I just came up with those off the top of my head, to integrate math concepts into science. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm excited to see your questions or your comments.